We'll let people enter the room from the waiting room, but I am going to get us started today in about 30 seconds. So in the interim, you are welcome to drop into the chat where you're joining us from. You can put in your geographic location or your school or an institution. And we would also love to know while you're typing what department you're working with, because as advancement people, we are all across the institution. So if you're in alumni relations, marketing communications, we would love to know what department you work with. So we will get started with intros in one quick second. Thank you. Gives you one more minute to run, grab any water or snacks you need. It's going to be very informal and casual, so you can get anything you need. I like to do shoulder rolls before starting a webinar because we get all tight. So just get relaxed and we will get started in 10 seconds. All right, I'm seeing folks from Illinois, New Brunswick, Boston, University of Victoria, Colby College. Awesome. Great. So I am Willona Sloan, and I am going to be leading our discussion today, and I will introduce our team as well. Again, if you're just joining us, please feel free to drop into the chat where you're joining us from. It can be your institution or your area and the department that you work in, just so we can see what kind of reach we're getting in terms of our advancement professionals. So welcome to the Case Member Benefit webinar. We're so excited that you're here. I am going to do quick introductions, just make my screen a little smaller right here. All right, my name is Willona Sloan. I'm the Membership Marketing Manager with CASE. I'm really excited to introduce my colleague Edwina Wieldy, who is the senior coordinator on our membership team. Yay, Edwina. She is here for all questions, chat monitoring, and any general enthusiasm. And you probably have already spoken with Edwina. She is on our telephones whenever you have a question. She is so helpful. So she is helping us today, co-hosting. So happy that she's here. And then our guest speaker is Cindy Moon Barna, who is our Senior Director of the Case Library and Standards, and she's going to give us a nice juicy look at the library. So we'll get a little more of a deep dive on this call, which people love the library, and so it's a very popular benefit. We wanted to let you know all the things that you can access. So that is sort of the run of show. Again, feel free to drop into the chat where you're joining us from. We would love to know. And welcome, welcome, welcome. You can keep your screen on or off, whatever you're comfortable with. All right, we'll get started. And as we go, if you have questions, please feel free to drop it into the chat. And we'll have time for a Q&A towards the end of the program. All right. Welcome to CASE. CASE, the Council for Advancement and Support of Education, is a global not-for-profit membership association with a vision to advance education and transform lives and society. We bring together advancement practitioners from across the globe. Our members are the heart of our organization. Our volunteers are also the heart of our organization. We will talk a little bit later about how you can be a volunteer, but we are volunteer passionate, and this is your association. We want you to get involved, and we want to teach you today some ways that you can volunteer, learn, connect, network, and really make this your home. CASE was founded in 1974. This is our 51st year. We have been the professional home for advancement professionals, inspiring, challenging, and equipping them to act effectively and with integrity to champion the success of their institutions. Our goal is to make sure that you have the competencies and the standards that you need to really be successful. How are we organized? CASE is a global organization, so we're headquartered in Washington, D.C. We have offices in London and Mexico City and Singapore. In the US-Canada region, we have 8 districts. That includes a district regional council and district cabinet for each district, and they really inform our programming and our mission and how we do what we do. So we really rely on our districts as part of our structure. Each CASE district also holds at least one meeting per year, and we encourage you to find out what your district is, get involved, volunteer, go to events. And so to find your district, if you don't know, please go to our website and /connect, /districts. You can just type in districts into the search, but find out what district you're in and get involved, please. All right, our leadership is Sue Cunningham, and she has been leading our organization since 2015 as CASE president and CEO. We also have a board of trustees, which includes 23 members. Who are our members? You are our members. Thank you for being here. So we have 3,000 global member institutions in 82 countries, serving more than 100,000 advancement professionals. Our members work in alumni relations, communications, development, marketing communications, and advancement services, which is why I asked you to drop into the chat what department you're working with so we can sort of see how other institutions are leveraging their CASE. Sorry, I'm trying to say how other institutions are leveraging their membership to invite different team members. We encourage you to, anytime you attend a CASE event, anytime you sign up for a webinar, ask people around your institution, hey, you're in a different department, but we're all advancement. Why don't you come join CASE? So we're trying to make sure everyone who's on your roster knows about all of the benefits that you have, and maybe you can work collaboratively to learn and network together. Our member institutions include 4-year and 2-year colleges and universities, K through 12 independent schools, nonprofit organizations, and school system offices. I'm going to pause there. Edwina, are there any questions yet before I dive into our resources?
Sorry, I was muted. There are no questions.
Okay, great. Thank you. So we are going to look at some of our resources and benefits that you can access and really take advantage of. The first is Currents Magazine. It's our award-winning magazine focusing on advancement trends and best practices in advancement. The magazine is published 6 times a year. There's 4 print issues and 2 digital-only issues. So make sure you're reading that, we have newsletters as well, but the goal is to learn what other institutions are doing in advancement, what best practices you can adapt at your school, and who's really doing something innovative and creative that you might find inspiring. CASE conferences. Now, this is a big one. Everyone sort of knows us for our learning and professional development. So we want you to take advantage of as many opportunities as you can. We hold more than 50 in-person events and conferences each year. Our topics include alumni engagement, donor relations and stewardship, marketing and branding, and leadership development. As a member, you get a 40% discount on conference registration, so please take advantage of it. You also, as members, are eligible to apply for the CASE Scholarship Program, and that can cover the meeting registration for 1 meeting. So we'll talk more about how to apply for the scholarship, but we really encourage you to do so or tell your colleagues about it. It's a really great resource. CASE webinars. So we offer anytime, anywhere learning. You also get a 40% discount on registration for webinars, and there are many webinars that are free to members. Just to figure out what's coming up, always go to our website. We have a learning section. You can see the in-person and the online learning that's coming up. We have a learning management system where we have archived webinars and all kinds of things that you can tap into anytime you need it. The CASE Global Standards, this is also Cindy's purview. She will tell us a little bit more about this later in the program, but to give you an overview, the CASE Global Reporting Standards, it's a common set of standards, guidelines, and definitions for reporting the results of educational philanthropy activities at schools, colleges, and universities. It's so that we're sharing a common understanding and a common language of how to report these things. You will get a complimentary 1-year digital subscription with your membership, and you can also buy print and additional digital subscriptions. So you can find out more on our website as well. Case Insights. This is sort of a broad platform of data, standards, and research. And the goal of Case Insights is to help you see what other institutions are doing and to benchmark and to help you make data-driven strategic decisions about your campaigns, your campaign planning, your development work, and sort of how you want to approach donors and philanthropists and grants and all kinds of things that can really help you to advance your mission. So Case Insight, it's a suite of surveys and reports. The overview is we provide data, standards, and research. Only members can participate in these surveys. And when you do participate, you get access to personalized reports. This can include personalized summary benchmarking reports. You are sort of put into a cohort and see what other institutions that are like you are doing. And you also get access to the detailed data portal. You can learn more on Case Insights. This is something we have a dedicated team that can talk to you about how Insights works, but we really encourage you to take advantage of this resource as well. We have a new Alumni for Higher Ed hub. This is really exciting. It's really for people who want to do alumni engagement better, differently, more deeply, more creatively, and are looking for ideas. So this hub is a resource that offers customizable messaging templates and talking points for engaging your alumni. It helps you with legislative updates so that you can learn all of the, all of the new legislation around endowments or, major gifts, how you can sort of stay on top of it and make sure that you're always understanding where the laws are going and what's changing and what guidelines you should follow. There's also calls to action. So it's sort of a new platform where there's resources, research, and just, helpful best practices for you. And this hub was developed in partnership with the CASE community and with leading educational associations such as the Council of Alumni Association Executives. So that is also on our website. These slides will be posted after the presentation, so you can come back if you're trying to figure out what all these links are. They will be in the PowerPoint for you. All right, so hopefully some of you have applied and won as part of our CASE Awards program. It's a really rich program that looks at all kinds of campaigns, brochures, marketing materials, and anything that you submit. We're trying to help people see examples of across the globe of things that have been really successful and or innovative. Again, I keep using that word, but the idea is just to keep, inspiring new ways of doing advancement, new ways of reaching donors, new ways of engaging alumni. So with the CASE Circle of Excellence Awards, we're spotlighting creative and inspiring projects that make a significant impact on institutions and their communities. Last year, we awarded 477 awards in all kinds of categories. And so awardees were in advancement services, alumni relations, communications, fundraising, and marketing. You can also apply for individual awards, such as our leadership awards and distinguished service awards, and we have district awards as well. The awards process opens in January. So start thinking of your ideas that you want to submit, and winners are announced in spring and early summer. It's a very exciting time for awardees. We really encourage you to submit your work and also look at the archives to see what has won in the past. People use these archives as a way to kind of inspire and refresh their own communications and publications, looking at what award winners have done in the past. The scholarships. So with the Virginia Carter Smith Scholarship Program, this is a great way to encourage one of your teammates or yourself to attend a CASE conference or webinar. With the scholarship, you get a full registration, no travel expenses, unfortunately or fortunately, but you get the full registration, and we awarded 50 recipients scholarships last year. So again, find a conference that you're super interested in, bring a colleague, get a scholarship. Let's go, let's do this. Applications are available in January, and again, winners are announced in the spring and early summer. Also on our website. Volunteers. So this includes everyone. Again, you are all encouraged, and we would love for you to be volunteers. We have about 3,200 advancement professionals who volunteer their time with CASE. That includes 350 volunteer leaders who serve on CASE boards and advisory groups. We have volunteers who serve as conference speakers, awards judges. They write for Currents Magazine. They serve in district leadership and with district events. The reasons to volunteer are you can help to grow your network, develop professionally, advance your career, and give back to the advancement profession. So there's all good reasons to be a volunteer. And now I'm going to turn us over to Cindy Moonvarna for a discussion about the CASE library. But before I do that, if we have any questions about the resources we've discussed, you are free to ask them now or after Cindy's presentation. But if there's any questions now, please feel free to ask. You can drop them into the chat as well. No? All right. We will move forward. Now introduce Cindy. Take it away.
Hi, everybody. Thanks, Willona, for inviting me to talk to this group today. And thank you for the great overview of the CASE member benefits. I'm going to talk today just about the library. As Willona mentioned, another hat that I wear is for the CASE Global Reporting Standards. And if you have questions about the Global Reporting Standards, I'll post an email at the end where you can send us questions, or you can put questions in the chat. I'm not going to be able to do anything super detailed in the chat questions, but I can answer some basics. One thing about the complimentary digital subscription that people receive, it is one per institution, not one per person. So if you do need extras for your team, that's a great opportunity to buy either paper or digital. Anyway, so now back to my other hat. I'm going to talk about the CASE library and the benefits that we offer to members, and a little bit about what we do. This is me. I am Senior Director of the CASE Library and Standards because I wear two hats. I've been at CASE for almost 12 years, and I am a librarian by training, and I've been a librarian for what seems like forever. I'm called a special librarian because I am not a school or a public librarian, nor am I a university librarian. I am located in the Washington, D.C. headquarters, So there are a lot of special librarians in this town. And over the course of my presentation today, we're gonna have a bit of a pop quiz. Nothing's hard, nothing's graded. You won't be marked if you get it wrong. It's just, did you know? And the first question is, did you know that CASE has a library before coming to the session today? Just put your answer in the chat. A simple yes, no, YN is perfectly fine. And I won't be offended if you say no. And I don't see the chat, so because I'm presenting,
That was
but
me. I had one job. There's a lot of yeses and a couple of nos.
okay, great. Well, we're for those of you who know about us, welcome, and we're glad you're here. For those of you who didn't know us, well, I hope it's a happy news, and we'll tell you more about what we do. The Case Library team, there are currently 3 of us on the Case Library team. Myself, Devin Paris, who is our senior librarian, and Kelly Morris, who is also a librarian. We all have master's degrees in library and information science. We can say we went to school for this, and our combined experience at Case is 26 years. So we've been here a bit, and we like to think of ourselves as a resource, not only for our members, but for CASE staff if they have any questions about the organization. The CASE library responds to more than 1,000 questions a year from members all over the globe. It doesn't matter if you are located in Washington. It doesn't matter if you're located in the US. We support all members worldwide. These are your member benefits at work. We provide online subject guides, online sample collections, the advanced resource catalog, resource lists for conference communities, resources for conference faculty if they're preparing for their presentations, personalized research services for members, and educational partners at the platinum level. Support for the Case Global Reporting Standards, and we also act as the archives or the memory of the organization. And I'll talk about that too a little bit. We have a spot on the website, and the shortcut to reach us is www.case.org/library. It's a good thing to remember. It's how you get to all of our resources, and it's a good place to bookmark. One of our most popular online services are the subject guides. The subject guides are related to all areas of advancement. It's basically a reading list, and we include links to full text when available. But if you need to get up to speed on a new role, or something that's been required for you, or as Willona mentioned, you're looking to re-envision or get inspired about a project you're working on, this is the place to go. Right here on our page, this is a screenshot from our website. It shows you some of the topics that we include. The next couple of screens, there's a lot on it. Don't worry about reading it. You are getting these slides, and it's all on the website. But I just want to give you a sense of how many we have. We have about 150 collections altogether. If any of you are new or have managed people on your teams who are new to educational advancement, that is under the organization and management section. I highly recommend this section because increasingly, you know, we see new staff who come in who either aren't familiar with advancement, but they're familiar with higher ed, or they're coming to higher education from different fields. So this is a great place to start. It provides definitions, key case resources, a list of resources on advancement, and also a list of resources for higher education. The other part is the case library sample collections. And this is where we leverage the winners of the Circle of Excellence Awards, and we add in extras on top of that. This is all material that is publicly available on websites. They're all things you can look at. It includes all areas of advancement, once again. And since it's available on our website, this is available 24/7. It's ready when you are. It's always there. It's always online. We're constantly curating, maintaining, adding to, changing, expanding these collections. These are our newest sample collections, so it includes lost alumni, fundraising policies, communications and marketing impact reports, and our AI, let's get that right, policies and guidance. Now, this particular collection does not cover AI policies for students. This covers the use of AI in institutions for staff. So it's a little bit different. Once again, here is the big list. Between the subject guides and the sample collections, we maintain over 150 different collections. So there's a lot to see, but if there's something you don't see that you have a question about, you can always ask. And here's page 2. So there's a lot. We also maintain a section on our website called the case files, and it's kind of a rankings list. It includes the largest campaigns in the US. So it's a US only list. It was last updated in July of 2025. So you can see, you know, it is, to even get on this list, you have to have a comprehensive capital campaign of at least 100 million or more. And the number of billion-dollar campaigns we have has really grown over the years. But it includes links to press releases and such as well. It also includes the largest gifts to education. I don't know if anyone on the call today is from outside of the US. If you are, welcome. This list is a worldwide list. It was last updated last week, and it does include the Phil Knight gift, who's the founder of Nike, that he gave to Oregon Health Sciences of like $200 million. Just a little pocket change. And actually, I may be getting that wrong. It may be even higher, but it's way up there. The unusual gifts, that list is kind of fun. Our CEO, Sue Cunningham, uses it quite a bit when she's doing speaking engagements to talk about, you know, what may be a really odd gift for an institution. If it fits their mission and their purpose, then it's an important gift. My favorite gifts in these categories is an institution received a large gift of dinosaur poop. It was a paleontology geology program, so important to what they did. And then a institution in Australia, I believe, received a large gift of bugs, like preserved bugs, where you put them in the glass cases. And everybody's like, ew, why would you want bugs? Well, this particular school had the only program in Australia that focused on naturalist illustrations. So this collection was perfect because all the students could practice looking at all of these bugs that were gifted. So those are kind of fun. Before I go on, do we have any questions in the chat? Okay, well, great. Well, this lovely picture, because it's a gray day in Washington, I thought we needed a little sunshine. And the question is, what is the arc? If you don't know, there's no penalty, but just write your guess in the chat. I will tell you it's not a boat in the Caribbean or the Caribbean, however you say that. And it's not where we hide all the candy in the library. But that place may exist. Are we getting any answers, or have we stumped you already?
Oh, sorry, my chat was delayed. We have a couple, yeah, couple correct guesses.
Yay! You may have caught it in the earlier part of my presentation. The ARC actually stands for the Advancement Resource Catalog. It is available to all members and case staff, obviously. It includes full text when available. It is like a library catalog that you use at your public library or your institution or your school. When you are on our website, look for the big yellow box, because if you are logged into the case website, all you have to do is hit this login button and you will connect to our catalog. The beauty of this collection is it includes over 15,000 items that are just about advancement, nothing else. So if you're looking for things that are specific to your job, or you're just curious, or if you're thinking about applying for that big promotion and you want to learn a couple of different things, this is the place to start. This is what the front page looks like. I know there's a lot of information on this page. It details our newest resources. It talks about where you can get help. It also mentions, if you click on the case logo, you can get back to the website. And for searching, for those of you of the librarian bent, you can do a Boolean search if that is really your heart's desire, but you can also just put a straight keyword search in as you think of it, natural language. This does not have AI in it yet. It's based on metadata that myself and my team have put together. But the main thing here is this is what the screen looks like. So when you go there, you'll be like, oh, it's yellow. I'm in the right spot. This talks again about how to search. That tiny box at the bottom that's really hard to read is all about Boolean for us library nerds. And it just gives you advice on how to do that. The library team, we have something in the works to create a whole separate training for the Advancement Resource Catalog, how to get information out of it, how to save your searches, how to put things in a cart so you can download things later. One of the things I love about this system is that it searches within a PDF. So if you don't know the right keywords from a past current article, for instance, it'll show up in here. The other thing I will say, Currents Magazine that Willona mentioned earlier, has existed since 1975, since CASE was founded. We have the entire run full text digitally in our catalog. So if you need a good laugh for a Friday, you can check out some of those cover photos. There was one where it was like, oh, if you wear glasses to your donor meetings, you'll look more studious. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? I've worn glasses since I was 5. It doesn't matter. But that's kind of an example of the depth and breadth of what's in here. If Spanish is your native language, we do have a search function available in Spanish, and we have a limited but hopefully growing collection of materials in Spanish. And we have a Spanish language version of some of our subject headings too. But if you need help with that, reach out to us. The next thing I'm going to talk about, and this is probably one of the most important slides in this presentation, and it's mainly because of the email address that's on there. If you remember nothing from my presentation today, remember library@case.org. We can answer, or we will do our best to answer any questions that you have. We don't answer legal or tax because we are not attorneys or accountants. Don't play them on TV, even though I have a kid who's almost CPA and I do the standards. We can't do legal or tax. We'll refer you back to your own institution. But if you're having trouble with the website, if you don't know who to talk to at CASE, if you're having trouble using the ARC, these are all good reasons to reach out to us. We usually respond within 2 to 3 business days. So if you're not in the US, it can be great because you can send us your question as you're walking out the door, and then we may be able to get it done while you're asleep at night and you come back to it in the morning. So sometimes that time difference really works in our favor. And this is a member-only benefit. For educational partners, you have to be at the platinum level, which is the top tier, and the website has information about educational partners and who to contact for those conversations. We love the support we get from our educational partners, and we love to support them in their work. The one difference with all of this is when it comes to questions about the CASE global reporting standards. Those we will answer pretty much from anyone because the CASE standards, which have been in existence, I'll do my little advertising, since 1974. It was in 2021 when they first became a global document. The current edition has subject supplements for Australia, New Zealand, Canada, which also is in French, Mexico, which is also in Spanish, Singapore, the United Kingdom, and the United States. That document is kind of a key document for CASE as an organization. So that's why we have made the decision that, you know, if you're from a small nonprofit association in Australia and have a question, we will answer, or we will do the best we can to answer it. I'm going to do another little pop quiz, but I want to ask Edwina, do we have any questions? Okay. Well, as you can tell, it's kind of a high number, but how old is CASE? Put your guess in the box. We have any guesses?
A lot of 51s.
Okay, good, good, good. I think our official date is September or October, so I think we're a couple of weeks from 51. But, you know, hopefully as you've interacted with Case this past year, you've seen everything we've done to celebrate our 50th anniversary. This screen kind of highlights some of the pieces from the Case archives. As part of the library's mission, we protect and categorize the institutional memory of the organization. So you can just, this is a collection of pictures from some of our publications. Like this is Alice Beeman. She was the first president of Case. This is the special issue for us turning 50. This is the very first issue of Currents, and why they used a blurry picture, I have no idea. This is a special publication that was commissioned, and it talks about the history of Case in more of a thematic sense. This is a book by Sue Cunningham, our president and CEO, and she talks about a lot of the issues facing higher education and philanthropy and conversations with thought leaders on that. Our first membership directory, and another publication called 100 Years of Alumni Engagement, which Case actually published in 2013, my first year at Case. So that was my first kind of deep dive into the archives. Last pop quiz. And this is the important one for all the marbles. And yes, I believe this is my cat. What is the best way to contact the library? Put your guesses in the chat. How are we doing, Edwina? I feel like I should be singing Jeopardy music in the background.
Sorry, I was
Again, I'd probably have to pay copyright for it, so I'm
Oh,
not
I
gonna
was
do that.
answering a question and realized I don't have to type all this. I can just answer it. Oh, yes, everyone has the email. Yes.
Yay!
Um, the question was, how do you receive the link to get the 1 year, the free 1 year subscription of the standards included with membership? So let me
For
read
that,
this long.
it would go through your primary coordinator
Mhm.
for your institution, and they can assign who receives that. It may be the head of your advancement operations, because for the digital subscription that comes with a membership renewal, it's only 1 year. But if you purchase a digital subscription, that is currently good for 2 years. And the whole reasoning behind that is before 2021, the previous edition of the Case Standards was called the Case Reporting Standards and Management Guidelines, and it was published in 2009. So when we got to 2018 and we started the project, everybody was like, this is too long, this is too long, you waited too long. So that's the whole idea behind the digital edition, that we can make changes more easily without having to print a whole new set of books. And when you have that digital subscription, the benefit of it is that any updates that happen, when they go live, it will show up in the digital subscription. Another place to look for any changes to the Case Standards would be the website, which is just case.org/standards. And then you can get some background information, you know, the history of the project and any changes that they happen. So I hope that helps to answer the question. And I'm so happy all of you picked the one thing I needed you to remember today, which is library@case.org. This is our contact information for myself and the library team. We all manage these boxes, so it's good because, you know, we like to take vacation once in a while, and we can cover for each other using a shared inbox. So that works really well for us, and hopefully it means you get to engage with, you know, all three of us on the team. And I want to thank Willona and Edwina for inviting me to talk to you guys today. And if you have any other questions, just let us know.
Thank you so much, Cindy. Really helpful, and I'm sure there's a lot to digest, but hopefully we'll poke around on the website and start doing all the research and all the things and sending all the emails because we are here to help. I'm saying that, but Cindy and her team are definitely really excited to hear from you. So thank you. That is our program. We still have time if anyone has questions. We know some people have to jump off, but if there's any lingering questions, thoughts, or feedback, feel free to drop it into the chat. And thank you so much for spending this time with us. We really appreciate it, and we want to be a helpful resource. So we hope you will keep getting involved. Oh, I see a very important question.
Have a
How can I
question.
get involved? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you can see the chat. Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Go ahead. You can,
You want me to take,
official.
I'm so
you want me to
excited.
take that one, Edwina?
Sure. Go right
Okay,
ahead.
it says, how can I get involved with my district? If you look on the CASE website and you look, if you look under the About tab and you look on the left side at volunteers, it lists all of the districts. So once you figure out what district you're in, and I admit I play a little game with myself trying to guess what everything is. But there is a page for each of the districts, and it gives you information about when they meet, if they have coming webinars, and who to contact if you're interested in getting involved.
Thank you. And we love that because we want you to feel inspired to get involved. So thank you, Ansley, for that question.
Yes, we have one more
go
from
ahead.
Alex. What is the cost of membership, and is there a discount for the conference? I can help with this. I'm in membership. You can email us at membership@case.org. And we can price the membership for you. I believe we do have an offer right now for non-members.
Yeah.
Um,
And
uh,
definitely, if you're interested in a conference, Alex or anyone else who's not a member, please feel free to reach out to us and we will tell you about that offer. But we can definitely get you set up with an invoice and any information you might need to understand the benefits. But that is Edwina's purview, so I'll let you take it away.
okay, so yes. So Alex, I can shoot you an email with the information.
All right. Thank you, everyone. And please be in touch and have a wonderful day.
Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.